Okay, here we are, everybody, with the pickleball play of the day. And let's first identify the players. Serving over here is Abe. His partner is George. At the net as the blocker is Steve, and returning the serve is John. So let's play the entire point uninterrupted first. Okay, now let's analyze the play. As you can see from the start, we have a very nice serve here from Abe. The serve goes up, and it goes over to John, landing in the back part of the court. Very well executed. John hits a nice return back cross court to Abe. Landing a little short. However, Abe comes up, gets the ball, and returns it back to John. Notice Abe hits it high so that he can approach the net. Very well done. Now John moves up and gets the shot and hits his famous and patented lob. Watch the execution of this. Notice the height, the trajectory, which goes over the head of George in net. George sees it at this point, runs back. Now this is where the point gets critical. George has his eye, keeps his eye on it. The ball drops, inbounds. Now when you get a lob like this, you have three options. Option one is to lob it back, which would not be a good choice because you have John back, so there's no need for that. Option two would be to hit the ball into John's court since John is staying back. John, I believe in this case, since you see George's back, should be positioned up there with Steve and put some extra pressure on the return here. When you see the back of your opponent on the lob, move to the net. Regardless of that, George takes the third option, the most difficult, to hit a drop shot. But look how well he executes his drop shot. George goes back, hits it up, up, up. And it's a dink from back court, two-handed. And look where it drops. It drops in the kitchen. An amazing shot. Now, when the ball drops like that in the kitchen, George at this point is back here. When you see a ball drop in the kitchen, you got to move up to the kitchen because your opponent, if is going to hit that ball under the net, which means he has to hit it in an upward direction. And if your opponent hits in an upward direction, you got to be prepared. So what Steve does, now watch where Steve actually gets the ball. Steve will actually get it right here. Notice the point of impact. Steve is below the net. His racket is aiming up. He has to hit either a hard shot, which is going to go out without trajectory, or he has to dink it. And George at this point is back, which means he's in a ready position, which is a very good ready position, but he's in no position to get the dink, which has to be the shot that Steve is going to execute. So as the point plays on, you can see Steve just executed dink, which falls right in the kitchen, and George has no chance of getting it. And that, my friends, is the lesson of the day. When you drop it in the kitchen, get up to that net. Thank you.